Hello, you're watching QPVN News. I'm Anh Tuấn and we keep you up to date with the headlines. Preparations for the 9th Vietnam-China Border Defense Friendship Exchange reviewed. International cooperation improves training quality. Brocade fashion show highlights traditional craft. On March the 21st, at the meeting with French Transport Minister Philippe Tabarot, who is on a working visit to Vietnam, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính called on France to ramp up business cooperation and investment in Vietnam's transport sector, with a particular focus on large-scale infrastructure projects. At the meeting, both the host and guest commended the fruitful results of bilateral transport cooperation. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính called on France to ramp up business cooperation and investment in Vietnam's transport sector, with a particular focus on large-scale infrastructure projects. The host proposed enhanced collaboration in workforce training, technology transfer, improved management practices, and concessional loans to drive the development of Vietnam's transport sector. He expressed his belief that the two economies' complementary strength will foster deeper cooperation, urging both sides to build on past achievements with sincerity, trust, and efficiency. French Transport Minister Philippe Tabarot pledged that France and its enterprises stand ready to support Vietnam in developing strategic infrastructure projects, while underscoring France's commitment to fostering talent development, sharing knowledge, and delivering high-quality services that will enhance connectivity and benefit people in both nations, as Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính proposals. On March the 21st in Lạng Sơn, Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến, Deputy Defense Minister, inspected the preparation work for the 9th Vietnam-China Border Defense Friendship Exchange. Over the past time, the assigned agencies and units have actively coordinated with functional agencies of Lạng Sơn Province, where the exchange activities took place, to carry out the preparation work. Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến requested relevant agencies and units to closely coordinate it and speed up the preparation work while maintaining smooth traffic, not affecting the people's trade and travel activities. The Deputy Defense Minister emphasized that 2025 marks the 75th anniversary of the establishment of Vietnam-China diplomatic relations, so the 9th exchange is even more important in promoting friendly and cooperative relations between the two countries' militaries, border protection forces, local authorities, and people in the Vietnam-China border area. On the morning of March the 21st, a mission of the Ministry of National Defense Steering Committee for Administrative Reform and Digital Transformation, led by Deputy Defense Minister and Permanent Deputy Head of the Steering Committee, Senior Lieutenant General Lê Huy Vịnh, inspected the administrative reform and digital transformation progress of the Air Defense Air Force Service. Over the past time, the unit has achieved many remarkable results, especially in the construction and development of e-government, digital government, and digital transformation. Senior Lieutenant General Lê Huy Vịnh asked the unit to accelerate the progress of projects under the digital transformation project, further promote the application of shared software of the Ministry of National Defense, and promote the application of information technology and digital transformation in automation and commands, and raising awareness of officers and soldiers in fully complying with solutions on ensuring information security and network security regulated by the Ministry of National Defense. In the trend of modernization of the Air Force, improving the quality of human resources plays an important role. To achieve the goal, the Air Defense Air Force Service has promoted international cooperation in training, helping trainees access advanced technology, gain practical experience, and develop modern combat thinking. Let's join us in a trip to the Air Defense Air Force Academy, a prestigious training, scientific research and international training cooperation center in Vietnam and abroad in Air Defense and Air Force. Major Pongsaran Hompul, a first-class pilot with over 3,000 flight hours, an Airbus pilot serving the King and Prime Minister of Thailand, is one of the officers of the Royal Thai Armed Forces studying in Vietnam. He's currently a third-year student in the Brigade Level Command and Staff Officer Training course at the Air Defense Air Force Academy. During my studies and research at the Air Defense Air Force Academy, I was equipped with basic, in-depth and practical knowledge about the capacity, management, direction and command of commander at strategic and campaign level to meet the requirements of building the Royal Thai Armed Forces in the new period. In particular, the Academy has organized trips to historical and cultural relics of Vietnam, helping improve the knowledge, ability and capacity of international trainees, and most importantly, our officers, educational managers and lecturers are very enthusiastic and dedicated. Positive learning environment, careful and thorough training program, modern facilities and equipment, enthusiastic and responsible lecturers. Those are what international trainees are satisfied at the Air Defense Air Force Academy. They are not only equipped with professional knowledge and skills, but also educated about the history, traditions and culture of Vietnam, the military art of the Vietnam People's Army. This is an ideal, high-quality and modern training education environment. The training program is suitable and effective for each trainee. The lecturers are very enthusiastic and responsible. The unit's officers always take good care of us. In addition to basic knowledge, we are trained in revolutionary military manners so that after graduating and returning to our homeland, we can contribute to building our strong military, as well as nurturing the great friendship and special solidarity between Vietnam and Laos. Over the past years, the Air Defense Air Force Academy has trained hundreds of officers, lecturers and trainees for the militaries of Thailand, Laos and Cambodia. Most international trainees, after returning to their homeland, became senior officers, holding important positions in their militaries. To continue to improve the quality of training and expand international cooperation, we have constantly innovated and improved the development of training programs, promoted the application of information technology, digital transformation, invested in advanced teaching equipment. Identifying that, building a contingent of human resources with high professional qualifications is the key to improving the Academy's teaching and training quality. In recent times, many officers, lecturers and trainees have been sent abroad. We are so grateful when being sent to study in Russia, one of the world's leading science and technology development countries, especially in aerospace. We have opportunities to learn new knowledge, work with leading experts in aviation and aerospace engineering. So we will do our utmost to acquire knowledge, contributing to the development of the aviation engineering industry in general and the Vietnam People's Air Force in particular. The Academy's efforts in improving the quality of domestic training and promoting international cooperation have contributed to enhancing its position, prestige and capacity, promoting friendship and comprehensive international cooperation. On the occasion of the 70th founding anniversary of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party, March the 22nd, 1955-2025, on March the 21st in Hanoi, a delegation of the Vietnam's Ministry of National Defense, led by Vice Chairman of the General Political Department of the Vietnam People's Army, Senior Lieutenant General Lê Quang Minh, visited and congratulated the Lao Embassy in Vietnam. On behalf of the Vietnam's Ministry of National Defense, Senior Lieutenant General Lê Quang Minh congratulated all the staff of the embassy on the great holiday of the Lao people. Under the wise leadership of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party, Laos has not only secured glorious victories against colonial and imperial forces, preserved independence and territorial integrity, but also drove notable progress in national development. On behalf of the Lao Embassy, Lao Vice Ambassador to Vietnam Latana Sihala affirmed that the Lao Party state, government and army and people are always grateful to the Vietnamese counterparts' unwavering support throughout their journey, from its past struggles for independence and unification to its ongoing efforts in national construction, protection and development. Coming up next, Vietnam Intellectual Association in Belgium, Luxembourg launched. Brocade fashion show highlights traditional craft. The Vietnam Intellectual Association in Belgium and Luxembourg, or VIET for short, recently made its debut in Luxembourg with the presence of Permanent Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Hòa Bình, Vietnamese Ambassador to Belgium and Luxembourg Nguyễn Văn Thảo, and a large number of financial experts. Addressing the event, Permanent Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Hòa Bình stressed Vietnam is preparing for a new era of development, as the government is currently streamlining the administrative apparatus toward efficiency. One of the important driving forces to realize this goal is the overseas Vietnamese intellectuals. This event marks a significant milestone in strengthening the connections and contributions of the Vietnamese intellectual community in these two European countries. At the event, Dr. Phùng Quốc Chí, a scientist from Belgium's Nuclear Research Center and chairman of VIET, highlighted the association's mission to connect intellectuals and promote sustainable development, aiming to realize the anticipated potential for cooperation between Vietnam and the European Union. The brocade weaving craft of the Sitiang and Manong ethnic groups in Bình Phước has been recognized as a national intangible cultural heritage by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism. Along with that, preserving and promoting the values of brocade weaving products is an urgent task of the local authorities. With tireless efforts, the value and brand of Bình Phước brocade is increasingly affirmed through various activities, including product introduction at fashion show. This is a fashion show walkthrough for members of the brocade weaving group in Thanh An Commune, Hớn Quản district. Despite their awkward movements, most of the women are very persistent because they all want to preserve the traditional craft of their people. It feels wonderful seeing people wearing clothes I made. It motivates me to learn weaving techniques to preserve the traditional craft of Sitiang people. It takes the efforts of local authorities and agencies to arouse local people's love for traditional brocade products. And today, these brocade weaving products are being displayed along with other designed clothes on a professional runway of the New Day at Bombo fashion show. I'm proud to walk in this fashion show. This Manong traditional outfit is my daily attire, and I've always worn these clothes since young. What I'm wearing is made by my parents. For the first time, 70 brocade weaving outfits made by Sitiang and Manong ethnic women are brought to a fashion show named New Day at Bombo. This is also an important step that can affirm the quality and strongly promote the products of the craft village. Through this fashion show, we want to enhance the value of Sitiang brocade products, thereby affirming the confidence of local people in preserving and promoting traditional craft products today. Upgrading brocade weaving costumes by changing weaving materials investing in patents and expanding product promotion are long-term and synchronous directions, aiming for the ultimate goal of selling more products and earning a living from this craft, thereby contributing to the preservation of the heritage. This is the end of the QPVN News today. Remember to watch our news again at qpvn.vn. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.